morning. Oh, yeah. Oh, breakfast. Oh, anyhow, good morning, Angel. Good morning, Honor. Pepper. How's everybody? I'm awake, trying to get a start on the day. Been very bad this whole last bunch of days. So gotta try and get some things done. And that means lots of bus trips. And it's starting to snow. So weather's gonna go get a bit nasty. Isn't that a shame? They make the food look so nice and then we just chop it all up. And then chew it all up. And then swallow it. Fredo's here. Oh, hello. How are you doing? Oh, hi. Toast. Might be too early for some people. What am I looking for here? Hey, Hunter, I was wondering, I'm not sure if I know where you live, like what state. I think, Angel, you're in Florida? Oh, you're in Iowa too, along with Gumby. Okay. Was it you that was talking to Huck, or was that Gumby about the skate park? Thought it might be Gumby. What city's that in? Is that Des Moines? I forget if I saw. I haven't done much in Iowa, other than pass through it. Well, Huck has told me where that skate park is. I don't remember the name of it. not afraid to ask where people live. Sprinkles, oh, you're up early, huh? Good morning. Yeah, I'm trying to actually get things done today. A very pretty scramble that I just cut up and diced. Fredo's here. Hello. I'm not a morning person. Yeah, it's the one thing. Yeah. So my friend is starting to put videos up, of his construction work, his repairs and remodeling. And he did a little thing the other day with his glove on. He goes, "Oh, this is Mr. Glove." And I said, "Oh, you need to work on that. That's your mascot." I says, get some of those little glue on googly eyes." People like a cute gimmick if it's it works. You know, be a hit. Oh, and with I'd have to find the video again. Let me see if I can find the video. Here, I'll show you. And he'll do it with a black voice. You'll see. I think it's in here. No. So one of these videos, is this it?
Renovators of Ohio once again. Today,
I gotta look through a couple tiny videos. Oh, there it is.
today we got the coat of mud on that I need everywhere so that I can come back in, texture, and paint this puppy. And along with us today, guest, it's Glove Puppet. Hey guys, how you doing? He's very helpful. He was with me all day. We had a good time. So anyway, from Bob Kessler and from Glove Puppet, American Renovators says, do it right. Bye guys.
I cut it off. but I think it's perfect. It came organically, kind of, you know. So that's the best way. Anyway, how's the weather back east right now? We're starting to get snow. Freezing. It's like 32 or it's 34 still. But snow's coming. It's already snowing a little here. Heavier south, just south of the city, it's heavier. Oh, you mean like you're just chilled, you can't get warm? Yeah, I hate that. In February, it's going to get colder here. There's a big Arctic blast going to hit the country. So we're going to get it. You're going to get it. It's been a pretty easy winter so far, but still got a couple months. Well, that's okay, but it's it's considered bad form to sleep that much. I know. Do as I say, not as I do. I feel so good even when I take a walk, like today, walking for the bus. I had to run a little because I left it to like after the last minute. A lot of people tell me that got me on the TV. I need to be able to do that. I mean, yeah, sleep can be addictive, if it's, laziness, depression, whatever. It can be addictive to just hide. I know. I'm a king of it. I've slept for a lot. I just hid for the last few days. just comfy. Oh, so have you seen the discussions in the last week about the one government official who apparently talked about gas ranges, gas stoves getting banned? I guess he didn't really say it that way, but everybody took what he said that way. So I go on. Do you know the app Neighbor? What's it called? Neighbor? Nextdoor. Nextdoor. It's a terrible app. Just a giant gossip fence mostly. Somebody posted a story from Fox News about banning stoves, gas stoves. I'm not even sure if I watched the whole thing because I don't watch much of anything from Fox. So next door, I'll show you what it looks like. Where is it? Right there. I don't know if you can see it. It's an N, lowercase n. So it's set up. They used to have a map, but I don't think they took the map away. But they put you in a neighborhood name. You're in a group based on your location, and the location might make sense because you live in the West Park neighborhood or whatever. But they typically group it down kind of smaller, and so sometimes you see stuff, just from your area, and other times you see stuff from far away, even maybe out of state. So anyway, somebody posted it can be useful to learn about pets missing, people sell and buy stuff. I liked it when it had the map, you know, but they probably thought that was a little bit of a security issue. And I see people asking for simple things like restaurant suggestions for a neighborhood, or hi, I just moved here, stuff like that. But there can be some drama on there. So I know a little bit about the gas stove issue, and just literally a couple days before, I watched a really good little piece from PBS. A lead. That's dangerous. That's too much work. And I just watched a really good story on PBS about the gas stove. Bye bye, Angel. And so I posted it because a couple people, their first comments were, nobody's taking my gas stove, and yada, yada, yada. So one of the big problems with burning open flames indoors, it puts off other gases and contaminants into the air. And it's a really good piece showing scientific research being done in small kitchens, especially like in New York City. and the effects of these things on people, like contributing to asthma and other stuff. And then when I went to find that on YouTube to share it there, of course, now I'm getting other suggestions for the gas stove issue. And there's this guy who's got a cooking channel, Adam Ragusa, and he did a hour-long talk about the gas stove issue, and he did a really pretty good timeline of like how we got gas stoves, and how where gas came from, just giving everybody a giant overview. It's an hour long, and you don't have to watch it, if you can just listen to it. And because he's not showing any graphics or anything. And but he talks about all the issues and how in Europe most everybody over there is using induction cooking now. And it's just a really good, so I shared that. I'm gonna be curious to see if he responds. Every now and then I just have to get into some people's skin. But, if you don't run a hood when you're cooking indoors, even if it's electric, you're putting stuff in the air that you might not necessarily need to breathe. And when I say hood, or like somebody like Adam talks about it, a hood that vents outside, not a recirculating filter. A dirty hippie. Well, it's coming. I mean, California, for example, cities like Berkeley have already enacted, and I think the state has laws coming too. New construction must be built only with electric, or at least the provisions for electric. It can't stop you from buying a gas stove yet, but when you build a new apartment or especially a single-family house, you have to put the wiring in for electric devices, so when the time comes, somebody doesn't have to pay a fortune to upgrade. Well, they've been around. The debates have been around for a while, but there was a guy from the was it the Consumer Product Safety Commission or something, who gave a talk somewhere, and it got a lot of press, and that's what set off all the debates going on, all the news stories in the last few weeks. Here, I'll show you this. This is the guy.
It's the Adam Ragusa podcast, episode 40, and I guess we have to talk about gas stoves and whether they actually present a significant indoor air quality.
So this is the guy's channel.
Actually, what we really need to
Adam
talk about
Ragusa.
is how grievously the COVID pandemic has wounded our ability to have reasonable public discussion
And then
about public health issues, or really to talk about
the
anything remotely contentious. The executive summary of my thoughts on the topic are...
Oh, stop that. And then the video from NPR, which is a really good short 10-minute video, is worth watching because there's a lot more visuals going on there. I watch a lot of YouTube. Where is it? Or did I share it on? Did I put it on the community tab? Maybe. I forget. Let's see. Maybe I put it on the community tab. I forget. I might have put it here. That's why I'm just going to look here. I could look it up pretty quick. I was just trying to find it under my... No, it's not there. Sorry. I haven't made many other YouTube friends, I would say, that have anything. Because I go check people's channels out, and not many have anything up there. They're just lookers, you know. They've never done anything. He later clarified any regulation to new appliances. Exactly. It got taken, you know, everybody went nuts. And let's see here. Here's the article on look at the environmental health effects associated with gas stoves. PBS NewsHour. If you just search PBS gas stoves, this should pop right up. It's a really good 10-minute, and it's looking at science going on inside kitchens with gas sniffing scientific instruments, you know. It's a really good short piece. And the guy who's doing the reporting, Miles O'Brien, he's got an induction range, and he shows live on camera how quickly he can heat up his tea kettle. It's very fast. If you've never witnessed how quick induction heating is, it's almost as quick as gas, or maybe quicker. Super efficient. And you don't have to buy a range. You can buy just like a hot plate. But you got to have pans that have iron in them. As they say, a magnet has to stick to the pan, or it won't work. So you do have to change your pans. I watch a lot of van life people, RV people, and a lot of them have induction cooktops, the little single portable one. It's like when you cook in a small space in a RV or a camper with propane, you're putting a lot of moisture in the air. And if you're not running, an exhaust hood or something, or opening windows, you're dumping a lot of moisture into those little spaces. And RVs and campers don't do well with moisture. But to do electric, you got to have some serious plug-in power or some serious batteries, to be able to support that, and some solar panels. When you're traveling. See, now here's there's a whole bunch of videos here. When I searched PBS, or actually I searched NPR gas stoves, it should be PBS. But there's a whole bunch here. Stanford researchers. This show I like a lot. It's from Canada. It's called The National on Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. They do really good stories. And they're showing a guy here with using induction in commercial restaurants, which is very big in Europe.
Super fast. You can add some butter, add a little extra flavor to the salmon.
John Horn pan-sears salmon to get crispy skin, blanches spring vegetables, and simmers a sauce that's finished with the salmon's roe, all without an open flame.
This is a very, very busy restaurant. It's one of the busiest restaurants in Canada by far. And we need the firepower and the induction to keep up with the business.
Firepower, but without the fire, using electromagnetic induction to generate heat.
It's instantaneous, super fast. You wouldn't believe the power it has. It's probably 10 times as fast as gas.
Reliable, powerful, beautiful.
95% of all restaurants use gas.
Gas stoves have been marketed as an essential tool for serious cooks. For many, the only way to reach the heights of culinary perfection. But today, induction stoves can bring more power, accuracy, and energy efficiency. There are big industrial models, like these ones at Canoe, but induction cooktops also come in models like this one, small, portable, and much cheaper. But beyond that, researchers we spoke to say they found other reasons to ditch their gas stoves.
All of the researchers were pretty horrified.
Measurements taken by Tarek Ahan and others show gas stoves produce more indoor air pollutants than they expected.
After that, as soon as it was feasible, I switched from a gas stove to induction.
With gas stoves, researchers measured high levels of nitrogen oxides, pollutants linked to asthma and decreased lung function, especially in kids. And those pollutants lingered for hours. Then there are the climate impacts. Natural gas is made of methane, a powerful greenhouse gas. A recent US study found that gas stoves leak methane even when they're off, and also when you light them.
So just by turning your burner on, you emit about the same amount of gas as if you just left it on for 10 minutes in terms of methane emissions.
For John Horn, safety is another advantage of induction.
So the magnets heat up the iron ore in the pots, and it's very instantaneous.
Only the pot heats up, not the stovetop.
That paper towel isn't burnt at all, not charred, nothing to that. And if I did that with a gas stove, that would be instant fire going on. I love cooking it with my little kids, again, because it's super safe, less likely to get burned.
Induction isn't just for restaurants that are high-end and high up.
So here we have the khao soi chicken with crispy egg noodles on top.
For Angus Ann, owner of Fat Mao Noodles in Vancouver, using induction is also more comfortable. Not just for the kitchen staff, but his guests too.
Because it's an open kitchen and we have only about 700 square feet here, it's not heating up the dining rooms.
Oh cool, I'm cooking with magnets, I thought. And that excited the techie in me.
On TikTok, Chef John Kung has more than 1.5 million followers. Watching him cook on a portable induction burner in his home kitchen, he shows them how to be creative, but he knows his audience cares about health and climate benefits too.
There are people, especially like younger people, who are more inclined. People who care about their health as like a important part of their lifestyle. They care about the environment because they are young and they have to spend more time on this earth.
Induction stoves are becoming cheaper and more available throughout North America, and chefs like Kung think people who have access to them have a responsibility to adopt them.
People's incentives to make that switch might be different. So, you know, if not for the world, then for your family. How about that?
CBC News, The
Of course,
National.
not everyone is ready to get a new stove, but when the time comes, both scientists and
So, I've been meaning to buy one, but again, money, and I don't really cook much. So yeah, when you're especially ready to change your stove, seriously should be looking at it, you know. Ambulance.
For decades, cooking with a gas stove has been seen as the fanciest and most enjoyable way to cook.
I'm here with Scott Rank in front of every chef's dream, cooking with gas. Absolutely.
Cooking with gas commercials. You know what they're like? Those old, especially those older cooking with gas commercials are like watching the early commercials for TVs. Just watched a really cool video of a Motorola commercial from probably the 40s. No, maybe the 50s. Maybe early 50s, late 40s. It's a hilarious commercial. Well, I was going to go downtown from here, but now I got to go back home because I forgot something. Just going to ride the buses all over the city today. I should only get one piece of toast. I almost never finish them both. Keep forgetting to tell them to just make one piece. Oh, wow. There's a teacher going off on a student. He seems nice. Oh, anyway, you guys are all quiet. So, I'm going to say goodbye. Read some more news. I'll come back when I'm on a bus later, heading somewhere. All right. See you all. Oh, goodbye.